2005. We're in a
Oh,
completely
no.
different time, and we
Didi
are
got
in
a
the age of the
podcast.
internet. We're in the age of social
Say it
media.
ain't so,
We are
not
100%
Will.
at the peak
But
of the
Cat?
age of influencers and
Oh,
celebrities,
no.
right? Because these people
No,
are
say
praised
it is
and worshipped
not.
by the masses.
Not him.
And what
No.
we feel away from that, celebrities are being used. So when we, like how we
Didi.
talked about Candace Owens, and as hard as that's going to be for a lot of people to
Said
accept,
that Dave's.
Candace Owens, even though we agree with a lot of things that Candace Owens talks about, I have reason to believe, as I talked about in my video,
He's
that
compromised.
she is controlled opposition, right? I believe Dave Chappelle is another one of those people.
Dave
and
too?
it's important that we talk about that since we are most
Didi.
recently covering the whole selling your soul situation. So for
Every
those
day.
of you who don't know, or maybe just forgot some of the details, a quick summary.
Somebody else
Dave
that we
Chappelle, of
all
course, he
used to
have the
rock
Chappelle
to,
Show.
like
And back in
Fresh
2005,
Prince and
during the third season, he
the
actually
Chappelle
left the show randomly and abruptly,
Cat Williams.
and just left for Africa. And then, of course,
they
he would
part
come
of the
back
Boule
and
or
appear on the
Bougie?
Oprah show, and then he would tell us that
Big
the
and
reason why
bougie?
he turned down a $50 million deal to shoot out to Africa.
trip.
Now, a lot of people have been saying that
Bad
Dave
and
Chappelle
bougie.
actually left and went to Africa for years, and then the media started to call him a drug addict. He came back, cleared his name,
Gang,
said
gang.
he never did drugs, and that he actually wasn't gone for years, but that he was only in Africa, particularly Africa, for
Where was
just
he?
a couple of weeks, just so he can clear his mind. But I have reason to believe, and I've been saying that this on this channel for a while,
I don't even
that
know.
I almost never believe Dave
Didi's a
Chappelle.
YN.
And the reason why I say almost is because
He's like
you give
Candace
credit where
Owens,
it's due. I
but
believe some of the
is
stuff he said was true.
Candace
Like
married
he said that he
to,
left because, you know, he didn't have some of the creative control that he wanted on the show. He was under
Was
a
that
lot
an
of
arranged
stress.
marriage, I should say?
That story is going to be corroborated by a person that actually worked with Chappelle.
Was
that
Charlie's
I'm going to show later in this video.
Angels.
And he felt a lot of discomfort in the new
Oprah.
direction that the show was headed, which once again, that will be corroborated
It's
with somebody
discerning.
who worked with Dave Chappelle later in this video.
Like,
but one of the biggest reasons, if not the
WTF.
biggest reason that Dave Chappelle shared why he
EFW.
left the show, or basically
IMF.
the final straw that led to him leaving
UN.
the show, is because they tried to force him to wear a dress.
Who?
And as we talked about many
I've
times
worn
on
a
this
dress
channel, Dave
before,
Chappelle
but
talked
that
about
doesn't
in
make
that
me
Oprah episode,
gay.
He said when he takes a step
I
back and look
have
at Hollywood, he's a conspiracy theorist to an extent.
4 older
And essentially,
sisters,
he noticed
so
that all
I've
these
been
black
around
actors and comedians
feminist,
at some point in their career had to put on a dress. And a lot of people
narcissistic,
praise Dave Chappelle for
covert,
talking about this.
long-term,
A lot of people still praise him
gossipy,
to this day.
dismissive,
And they look him down
insubordinate,
and they say, hey, he stood
women
on integrity,
pretending
he
to
made
love
it
me in
back.
my life
And
and
he's
coming
talking about all
between
these
me and my
politically
father
correct
and my
things. He
nephews
talks about
and nieces.
transgenderism. He talks about the Israel Gaza war. He's talking about the Diddy trial and making fun of Diddy. But what about
As a
you that,
former
once
Diddy
again, I have
and
reason to believe that Dave Chappelle is
Road
controlling
Star
opposition. And
makes
there's
me
several
a
red flags that
bountiful
one of the obvious reasons is because, so you mean to tell me
transporter
Dave Chappelle
and
is somehow so
OG
special,
Andy
he's different from Michael
government
Jackson?
gang gang.